Rockstar Games seems to have accidentally revealed Red Dead Redemption Remastered. Well, it's not really confirmed whether it will be a remaster or a remake, but the evidence seems to lean towards a pretty high chance of it being a remake. The rumor of a Red Dead Redemption remake or remaster has been going around for a long time now, like quite literally years. This was a rumor I think even before Red Dead Redemption 2 released, and it was also said at one point that Rockstar had planned on releasing some form of remaster for Red Dead, but after the failure of GTA's remastered trilogy, they decided to scrap it. Well, it seems like they've actually brought it back, and not as far away as we thought. I would imagine that its comeback is partially due to the fact that, yeah, these GTA remastered games were terribly received at launch, but these games are still listed on every game store out there, and most people that play video games, quite honestly, don't care enough to keep up with what's going on with the latest games news or drama. They're not just sitting there waiting for reviews to come out. A lot of people are getting off of work and just want to relax and play something for a couple of hours. They see GTA Remastered and are like, alright, awesome. A lot of people don't really care enough to even think about the remastered version being pretty disappointing because they're just chilling. Not to mention the fact that these remastered games are the only way to play them on PS5 or a next-gen console. Well, that's the exact same case with Red Dead Redemption. You used to be able to play them on PlayStation Now or PlayStation Plus, one of their subscriptions. You can no longer do that. You won't find Red Dead Redemption on the Rockstar Games launcher or Steam because it was never ported over to PC. Unless you own a disc, I believe the only way to even play it is on Xbox. And this is obviously also the case for Undead Nightmare. So obviously, whether or not this is the case of a remake or a remaster, people are probably going to buy it. Let's just hope whatever happens, Rockstar has been the ones developing Red Dead's remake or remaster themselves, or have at least learned from their mistakes. They obviously care 100% about profit, but they're also one of the only game companies that really cares about their quality control and giving the best they have to offer, usually. I think the GTA trilogy is really like the only exception to that, as far as their record of good games goes, and hopefully it stays that way. Before today's recent information, these remaster rumors started swirling around Red Dead Redemption once again when the game was listed on Korea's Game Rating and Administration Committee website, meaning that they definitely filed something new involving Red Dead Redemption getting a new rating. If you go to their website, you can see the listing for it, which was given the classification number of CC NV 230615-001. That 230615 obviously meaning June 15th, 2023, the date that they rated the game. You might be thinking that there's a possibility that this is just a PC port, since that's something a lot of people have been waiting for as well, but the letters NV refer to it being a console game, where a PC rating would have the letters NP. So Rockstar by this time was for sure filing some form of Red Dead Redemption to get rated. It could be something as small as a port to next-gen consoles, something that I would actually settle for since, again, I believe Xbox is the only one allowing you to play it. But this would be a lot going on just to port the original version over to console, just so that the PS5 can play it when it was already on there once before. But then we found out that the achievement icons on Rockstar's social club for Red Dead Redemption have also gotten a remaster. Where they used to be a bit blurry and lower quality, it looks like they've also gotten a much crisper look now, where they probably just remade the icons, since these have probably been up there since it released around 2010, and were just stretched to the gills to fit our new screens since then. This would be a pretty insignificant thing, like maybe Rockstar just thought it was finally time to revamp these icons, if it weren't for that games rating that we talked about, and also the fact that they did this exact same thing back before the GTA trilogy released their remasters. Back before that released, they also replaced the old crustier GTA achievement logos with new and improved icons. Something that kept the fire going with the rumors is that Rockstar hasn't had Red Dead Redemption's last-gen version on sale since April of 2023, where even right now as I'm making this video, Rockstar is having some sales on Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA games. Red Dead Redemption 1 is not included in any sale. To be fair though, other games that are near that old or older, such as Bully and GTA 4, are not on sale either. But those are also two other games that were rumored to get remasters. So, however, from what I've read everywhere, the original Red Dead 1 has been included in every Rockstar game sale prior to what's going on now, with it not being included all of a sudden. We've also had a ton of people supposedly leaking the remake or remaster. I mean, where all of them you should obviously take them with a grain of salt, but some of them seem a bit more legit. We've got Tez 2, which if you pay attention to any Rockstar games and news or leaks, he's usually involved somehow and usually leaks some pretty legitimate stuff. A lot of his leaks do end up being real. But we've also got people like Colin Moriarty, who used to work at IGN and is part of the Sacred Symbols podcast. I believe he also has something to do with the Kinda Funny Games podcast. He's also said that someone reached out and proved to him that the game is real and that it would have either an announcement or release in August. It sounds like it could be someone at Rockstar showing him proof of the game, but who knows. He obviously could be making it up or going off of the hype, but we also have even bigger and more legit leaks on top of that. Rockstar has added the remaster or remake to their official website. This comes from Tez2, again a very popular Rockstar Games leaker, who posted a tweet showing the new logo that they found on the official website for Red Dead Redemption, where it was also given the codename RDR1 RSP. He wrote that it could potentially stand for Red Dead Redemption Remastered single player, but others down in the comments noted that it could also stand for Rockstar Presents, which is literally what it says in the title, and it's a similar way that Rockstar commonly abbreviates their stuff, where they commonly have the S in Rockstar have its own letter in the acronyms they use. It could stand for single player, since the odds that we'll see the online mode also get remastered is sadly pretty slim. It makes sense for why it will most likely be only single player, but the online was just so dang good. I mean, if Red Dead Redemption 1 uses the Red Dead Redemption 2 engine, they could possibly implement some of it into Red Dead Redemption 2's online. There were some pretty interesting reactions to this, where a lot of the comments were already talking about pre-ordering, despite what happened with the GTA trilogy, which was kind of my point earlier in the video. I'm excited for this to happen just as much, but if I weren't making videos on it, I would be waiting to see how every game turns out, or at least see if it's worth it at full price. This guy's got the right idea here. At the end of the day though, this will be the only way to play the game, especially if they drop the original from the Xbox store. There was also some speculation on Mexico being brought to Red Dead Redemption 2, since it seemed like Mexico was at least a thought at one point for Red Dead 2. And again, like I said, if they did make the Red Dead 1 remake on Red Dead Redemption 2's engine, they'd have the perfect time to throw it into Red Dead Online as well. On top of all of that, they also included a post on the website code and some platform buttons, confirming that the website is at the very least getting an update, whereas you can see it is pretty dang outdated. I haven't been on this website in years, and I was not expecting at all for it to look exactly how I remember it looking. Now there's also another reason that this would be a remake instead of a remaster. For a really long time it was rumored that the source code to Red Dead Redemption 1 was lost, which has happened with other games, like I believe that happened with Kingdom Hearts as well, for example. But then it was rumored that it wasn't lost, but that the code to Red Dead 1 was just so bad that it was barely being held together. This was a rumor that used to circulate quite a lot, almost like it was fact, but I've never seen anything actually 100% confirming this. But if it is true, it would make a lot more sense for a remake, since a remake is usually from the ground up. They're kind of just recreating the same exact game. And then something else interesting was that a while back, a writer at Kotaku, who was someone who reported on Red Dead's remaster being paused due to the poor response of the GTA trilogy, also said that he was told that the remaster wasn't totally cancelled, just paused until closer to or after the launch of GTA 6. Obviously what he's saying could be pretty legitimate, but could also be made up. If it is true and we do end up getting a release date for Red Dead Redemption's remake anytime soon, that could mean that GTA 6 isn't that far away either. I mean, by now, without Red Dead Redemption's remaster, I would imagine that GTA 6 isn't insanely far away. So yeah, there is definitely something happening with Red Dead Redemption 1 being sent in to be rated, the website being overhauled, and the social club icons being remastered. Red Dead Redemption is getting some sort of remake, a remaster, or at the very least, some sort of enhanced edition like they did before for GTA 5. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to leave a like and let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments. Do you think it'll be a remaster, a remake, or just some sort of barely remastered and ported over thing? See ya.